welcome to our brand new series, Destination Do-Over. My name is Samuel.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're from NOLA Studios, a production house from Atlanta, Georgia that releases travel-related content. Our series, Destination Do-Over, is our chance to redeem ourselves from the past time that we experienced this beautiful city. New Orleans is such a gorgeous town that we knew we had to give it the attention it deserved.
When we came here a couple years ago, it was our very first time traveling together. And I think Sam only took like 6 pictures the whole time we were here. There was a lot that we learned, not just about picture taking, but also about traveling in general. And now that we've improved our skills, we decided that it was time to return to the Big Easy and give it the exploration that it deserves. And to make sure that we can do the best job possible, we brought 2 friends along with us.
We have 7 days to explore this beautiful city, which means we have a full agenda. So we packed as many cultural experiences, historical landmarks, signature cuisines, and travel tips as we possibly can.
So stay tuned for our 8-part series, Destination Do-Over.
First thing we need to talk about is where we've decided to stay. We stayed here last time and we felt that we truly made the best decision with that. So, we decided to come back to the beautiful India House Hostel located right here on Canal Street. There are a lot of reasons we love this place, but here are some of the highlights.
The first reason is the atmosphere. This place is a genuine New Orleans style hostel. The vibe is as easy as the city.
Price is definitely a great factor in this. With rooms as low as $20 a night, it's a bargain. The last reason is that it's within a block of a streetcar stop, and you can get passes. We got a 5-day one for $15, and that's going to get us pretty much everywhere we need to go. First thing we're going to see is the very center of this iconic town, the French Quarter. If you've never had the pleasure of visiting this beautiful city, let me go ahead and give you an attempt at a brief history of New Orleans. The Big Easy was founded in 1718 by the French, of course. The entire French Louisiana colony was given to the Spanish by the Treaty of Paris in 1763 after the British defeated the French. In 1779, Count Bernardo de Galvez led a successful campaign to drive all the British out of town and renamed it Nueva Orleans. It remained under Spanish rule until 1803 when ownership was reverted back to the French. A lot of surviving architecture in the French Quarter is actually from the Spanish-ruled time period. Also in 1803, Napoleon sold the territory to the United States, and Louisiana became a U.S. territory. New Orleans is a major port that saw a lot of immigration and slavery through the early 1800s. This cultural diffusion shaped this port city into this bustling scene that we see today. During the American Civil War, this town was captured very early by the North. As a result, it was spared a lot of the destruction of the war, unlike our hometown of Atlanta, which was burned to the ground. After the war, a guy named Benjamin F. Butler made a lot of changes, like changing the languages in schools to English only, but he wasn't very successful in stamping out the French language in New Orleans. By 1902, the language was still being used in daily speech by 1/4 of the people, and it was understood by an additional 2/4. The city, like the rest of the South, rioted through Reconstruction and the Jim Crow era, where racial tension was steadily rising until the tipping point in the 60s with the Civil Rights Movement. During the Civil Rights Movement, New Orleans was the center of the movement, and is even the site for many extremely important historical events, like the founding of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference and the first integration of schools, where Ruby Bridges and 5 other African-American children became the first children of color to attend an all-white school. One of the major problems New Orleans has had since its foundation is flooding, and another is hurricanes. Its location and elevation make it very vulnerable to both of these. In 2005, the city was devastated by Hurricane Katrina. There are plenty of documentaries for more information on the topic, and it's a very sensitive subject for some, even today, because of how it was handled. The only thing that I will say is that it was devastating to the city, but it afforded us an opportunity to see the raw grit that the people of this city are known for. Today, the effects can still be seen, but that has never stopped New Orleans from being a vibrant and amazing city full of beautiful people, great music, and some of the most beautiful scenery in the U.S.
So the architecture in the French Quarter is actually Spanish-style architecture.
Yep, all the architecture that's left in the French Quarter was definitely built during the time of Spanish rule in New Orleans. And since this is the part of town that was founded by the French, we still call it the French Quarter today.
Kind of reminds me of the not-so-Spanish steps in Rome, Italy.
True. The Spanish steps are sort of Spanish, but they were designed by Frenchmen and Italian men built them. I guess it's pretty weird in that way, huh? That was weird.
Well, that's enough for today. We're gonna head back to the hostel. It's been a really long drive from Atlanta to New Orleans, and we'll be back out tomorrow.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like. There is plenty more to come about our time experiencing this beautiful city of New Orleans.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check out our other pages.
And in the comments section, I would like for you to leave a comment about what you are most excited about seeing in New Orleans.
Bye!